Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Cursorguy, and today we're going to be talking about how us Americans are losing faith in our leaders. Now, I'm not really the type of guy to really be too involved in politics. I don't really take politics deep into my heart. I'm not going to bawl on camera for 10 minutes because my favorite 80-year-old man didn't get elected president, but still, if our president isn't doing a good job, I'm going to say something about it. If they aren't living up to what they're saying, living up to the hype, then I'm not going to follow them. I'm not going to support them. And I believe that's exactly what's going on with our current president. Now, don't get mad. Don't say, oh, I'm a Trump supporter, because I'm not. I don't like Trump either. But I also don't like the current president, Joe Biden. Now, I don't like him. And I'm not the only one on that. Last time I checked, 64% of the Democratic Party, so his own party, 64% don't want him in the 2024 election. Now, at least with Trump, a majority of his own party still wanted him to run and still supported him. But if you're doing such a horrendous job that not even your own party enjoys how you're running this country, that's not a good sign. Especially since a lot of people believe that we might actually be heading into another recession because of this. And I know you might be saying, well, what about COVID? He would have done a better job if it wasn't for COVID. Well, sorry, but COVID, its high spike ended 2 years ago. He had plenty of time to turn over and to turn whatever catastrophes was going on before he was elected president. I'm asking, what has this man done since he's been elected? What good things has this man done? So no Afghanistan leave, no bombing of Syria, none of that. Good things. What good things has this man done? Right, none, because he can barely even remember his name. Didn't he call himself Brandon one time? Also, there was this one video that resurfaced a few days ago. I actually saw it from Elon Musk, where you could tell he was reading off a teleprompter, and it wasn't oh, well, I suspect he's reading off a teleprompter because of his tone of voice and stuff. No, this man literally said, the little, action lines, when you're reading a script or something, they tell you to, do a specific action. He literally read that line. It was he was talking about, something, random that I don't even care about. Just saying, one of those action lines, when you're reading off a script or a teleprompter, there'll be, a line telling you to do a specific thing, repeat the last line you said, or, dance or something, I don't know. Yeah, this man legit read that line. People who were denying that he reads these speeches off a teleprompter, they I bet you they feel so dumb right now because of this. He's we the people of the United States or whatever, and then he says read last line, and then he says it he's just he doesn't even notice. You could tell because he has that same face, that same dumb face he makes where it's somewhat of a smile but then somewhat serious at the same time, and he's in that same body posture where he's always changing his position and stuff. And then Kamala Harris is by him. I don't know why I had to say that, but that was just something that I thought I needed to add. I don't know why, but when I saw that video, I just bursted out laughing for 5 minutes. This is the president we elected. And yeah, some people will probably say, well, he's better than Trump. Well, if you voted for him just because you didn't want Trump, there were third-party options available. There were independent options available. Literally, you could have voted anyone else except for this stupid sack of dust. Should be the president of the Delaware retirement home, not the president of the United States. He doesn't even remember where he is half the time. The only thing he remembers is when he has his, afternoon pudding time or something. I'm not surprised if Nancy Pelosi is behind the teleprompter shaking cat treats or something for him. Anyways, back to the statistics. So 64% of the Democratic Party don't approve of him. That's a majority. 64% is a majority. So his own party doesn't even want him anymore. Imagine doing such a horrendous job that your own party doesn't want you anymore. And not only that, but the actual approval rating of the entire country, not just the Democratic Party, is only 33%. 77% of Americans do not want this man anymore. I'm surprised he hasn't been impeached. This man is not doing any good jobs. And he said that we'd be taking accountability. But every time him and his stupid administration goes on stage and makes a speech and makes a press release or makes a tweet, they always try and shift the blame to whoever, anyone else they can find. If there's something that's clearly their fault, they will try and shift the blame to anyone else. It's so stupid that you have to bring up an incumbent president that has been out of office for 2 years to make up for your mistakes. Like, we don't care about Trump anymore. He's no longer president. Why are we still talking about Trump? We need to be talking about Joe Biden and his administration. Like, I don't think America has been this weak leadership-wise since, like, George Bush. And if you want to go back even further than Jimmy Carter, like, the 70s, man, like, I don't think America has been this weak leadership-wise than way back when. Like, back then, people, I'm not going to be speaking entirely for people in Europe because I've never been to Europe, and I'm probably just going to be your typical ignorant American in this case, but from what I can possibly tell, people in Europe, like, they support us. Like, they thought we were big and powerful. Like, they love us. They loved us, quote, like, past tense. And now they're laughing at us. Like, they're like, oh, you dumb Americans. Like, they all know that we're dumb now and that our leader sucks. And I don't blame them because it's true. He has not lived up to anything that he said he was going to do. He's not taking accountability for any of his actions like he's supposed to. He's always shifting the blame. He's like our former president. He's like Trump. And the people keep saying, well, at least he's not like Trump. He's almost exactly like Trump, except at least Trump knew who he was, and at least Trump knew what his position was, and at least Trump didn't change his name randomly because he didn't remember it. Like, I'm just wishing I woke up and, like, from a coma or something, and it was the year 2025 and this man was not in office anymore. He has 2 more years to redeem himself, so he better use those 2 years wisely because they go by quick. I mean, it's already been almost 2 years since he's been in office, and he only has 2 more. So it's like he needs to do something to bring up the trust of the American people, because right now, he's one of the worst presidents of all time. I'm just going to say that. I don't think even Trump had approval ratings this low. Like, it's ridiculous. I think Trump, of course, had low, like 40s. This man's in his low 30s. He's almost 20-something% approval rating. And I got my sources from a left-leaning source, so they could have been inflating it or something. I have no idea. But, like, that's still extremely low, even if it's inflated. Like, 33%, that's 77% of the American population not sided with you. And like I said, 64% of your own party not liking you. That is never a good sign to be a good leader at all, especially if the people who are supposed to support you aren't. Like, this man is like 81 or 82 now. Like, that is way too old for president. Like, we need to have an age cap, like maybe like at most 75. Like, even then, that's pushing it. I think it should be more like 60 or something. And for some people that might be pushing it too. Some people want it like 50, which I think that might be a little too low, but because, you know, some people, you know, a lot of presidents, they usually have other government positions before they go, like, they don't just go directly to president. Well, I mean, unless you're a celebrity like Trump was. I mean, I don't remember him being in any government offices, but I mean, still, if you're just a normal person, like most, you know, politicians are, they aren't famous for other reasons, then they can't just directly go to president because no one will even know who is this guy. God, I live in Florida, and I heard that Ron DeSantis, our governor, might be running again, but that doesn't really make sense because he's planning on running a second term for governor. So, but if he does run, I kind of hope he wins because he has kind of like the same like economic policy as Trump, but he isn't as controversial and he's more soft-spoken. Well, for the most part. Sometimes he can be pretty loud, but for the most part, he's mostly soft-spoken. Jeez, man, I'm talking about the guy I'm hating on right now. Like, my dumb stuff literally almost said soft serve. Anyways, I just woke up, so I'm probably gonna take a nap now. And I think I've said my mind. I think I've said what I think needs to change. So anyways, that's about it for me. Like I said, I don't know if I said it, the recording might have been deleted. My recording app keeps crashing, so that's probably why you see so many cuts or hear so many cuts. But anyways, that's it for me. But anyways, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you want to see more, then hit subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to be more noticed on this platform. So if you like what I make, then just hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more, I try to upload every day. I didn't upload yesterday because I was kind of busy, but I try to upload every day. So if you want to see content like this, just hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like it. Comment down below if you want me to change. Tell me what you want me to change about my content, because I'm making this for whoever's watching this. I'm making this for you guys. Anyways, that's it for me, so bye.